Yo, so if you're a guy like me, you're skinny, you're trying to bulk up, but you just don't feel hungry, like you just can't eat enough because you just have to stuff yourself so much if you actually want to get enough calories, but you're not hungry. So, I have an idea for you. Something I started to do, and you might have heard of this before. It has a lot of good health benefits. It's just very good for you, good for your immune system. It's called intermittent fasting. You might have heard of it and you might think, okay, why would that help me? Why would fasting help you bulk? Intermittent fasting is basically you keep a certain window of hours during the day where you are fasted. And then you have another window of the day which you're eating. That's your eating window. So ideally, you want to have 16 hours fasted and 8 hours eating. So 16 hours sounds like a lot, but already you spend like 8 hours sleeping, right? So that's 8 hours, and then another 8 hours. So for me, I eat my last meal at 7 p.m., and then I eat my first meal of the day at 11 a.m., right? So that's a 16-hour window where I'm not eating anything, right? And that includes during the night, I'm not eating anything. And then from 11 a.m., which is when I have my first meal, until 7 p.m. is my eating window. That's 8 hours. So in that window, I'm getting in all my calories, which sounds super hard, right? 8 hours. What they tell you, a lot of these people on YouTube, if you're trying to bulk, is that you should be eating all throughout the day, and that can work, right? I think I tried that before and it did kind of work, but honestly, this works better for me specifically. So if you're struggling, I think you should try what I'm talking about. No, basically, the reason I think that this works is because when you're fasted throughout the day and then you have that small eating window, you become very hungry in that eating window and you could just fucking devour everything that you see. You have a plate of like rice and it's gone, right? So if you're trying like to eat as many meals as possible, you can still eat a lot of meals, right? 8 hours is still a lot of time. I still have 3 meals and then a protein shake in those 8 hours, which sounds like a lot, but honestly, I still get in my calories. So, and I eat 3,000 calories, which I know, okay, it doesn't sound like that much for bulking, but it is my first bulk. So, 3,000 is still a decent amount for me. I weigh like 125 pounds. I'm very skinny. So, 3,000 is a lot for me. And I mean, let's say you're doing like 3,500, right? I still think this uh solution could fit for you. It all just depends on who you are. Me personally, if I don't eat breakfast, if I do intermittent fasting, I don't eat breakfast and then I become super hungry later in the day and then I just eat all my calories that way. That works better for me, but for some people I've seen they when they eat breakfast, they're able to get a lot more calories in because they have space between their meals, but also something that you want to take into consideration is that intermittent fasting is very good for you. When you're in a fasted state, you actually produce more growth hormone, which is very beneficial for building muscle. Like that is what builds muscle. So, yeah, I mean obviously that's very important. And then intermittent fasting is also good for immunity. It's good for your health in general. I'm assuming you're also doing like a clean bulk. If you're dirty bulking, I don't know. It's like I don't I don't really agree with dirty bulking. I think it's just like if you're shoving down a bunch of pizza and burgers, like it's just you're gonna have health risks later down the road, even if it seems like it's not that big of a deal now. And people tell skinny people, "Oh, just eat whatever you want because you're skinny." And to bulk up. So you need as many calories as possible. Go clean. Honestly, the skinniest people, the ones with the super high metabolism, they just eat whatever they want and they're skinny, right? So they're healthy. Those people aren't healthy. Those people are probably like very unhealthy because they're just eating whatever they want. But they burn fat fast, so they look healthy, they appear healthy, they have that the figure of a healthy person. Whereas like someone that's not overweight but like a little chubby and stuff, they eat fine. Like they don't. not like healthy. If they actually ate healthy, they would be like lean and stuff, but they don't eat like super unhealthy, but they're still like a little overweight. But they're not gonna be as unhealthy as the super skinny guy that's eating pizza and burgers every day, right? But yeah, that's just my take on it. If you try that and it works out, let me know. If it doesn't work out, just also let me know.